Today is the Club World Cup semi-final and hopefully should be the final. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United Save. I am Coach Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And as I said, it is the Club World Cup competition. I actually completely forgot we were going to be in this because we won the Champions League. But here we are. So we come back slightly earlier than I thought we would. I thought we were going to come back in the January transfer window. But we are here. Club World Cup. Excellent. Let's get into it. So we are playing Santos Laguna. And they're lining up in a 4-2-3-1, which seems to be very popular this year on Football Manager with the AI. It seems to be quite a very popular formation. We're lining up in our 4-2-3-1. The wide, they're obviously playing quite narrow. But yeah, you can see our team. Valencia's right back. Smalling by Shaw is the back four. Pogba, Matic, Sanchez, Dybala and Ozil. Lukaku up front. De Gea in goal. Bish, bash, bosh. Let's get into the game. The game gets underway. We are obviously in the red kit as Man United. They are in white, kicking from left to right. We're right to left. Let's go. 10 minutes in, nothing has happened. The stats would suggest we're sort of dominating the game. It's being held in Abu Dhabi, which is quite interesting. 30-degree heat, refereed by unknown, whoever he is. And yeah, it's pretty quiet. Another 10 minutes have gone while I've been talking. 20 minutes gone, nothing's happening. We are trying to exploit the flanks. I might take that off in a minute. As Rebello puts a corner to Curio on the edge. Beats one, beats two, shoots De Gea with a good save. And the first meaningful highlight has gone to the Mexican team rather than us. So we'll take off that because we're playing wide anyway. Armenteros with the corner on the other side. Ball in, headed clear. Falls back to Cuero again. Back to Armentos. Back to Lame. Well, I was hoping we'd nick the ball and counter-attack, but we don't. Unfortunately, we don't get anything out of that. Pablo Dybala is very much settling in as a Man United player. We'll go through some stats in between this game and the final if we get there. If not, it will be a one-game episode where we just get knocked out of the Club World Cup by a pretty rubbish Mexican team and then go through some stats as Pogba picks up on the loose ball. It hits Luke Shaw when he was trying to pass it to Ozil. And Cuero comes forward. Cuero into Armenteros, back to Meza. Meza shadowed by Pogba and Smalling intercepts the pass out to Ozil on the left-hand side. Ozil runs forward with it. Not blessed with pace, but does have skill and beats one and then loses it and gets tackled. But Luke Shaw will clear that up. He's got a few players on. Long ball forward to Lukaku. Knocks it down for Dybala. Over the top to Alexis Sanchez. 1-on-1. It absolutely rifles it past the goalkeeper. A great finish. A good knockdown from Lukaku to Dybala. Dybala gets yet another assist. And I've yet again forgot to put on replays. So I do apologise about that. Replay events. Goals is what we want to see. And I did think that was going slightly faster than what we're used to at the moment. So the Man United save is going very well. We're second in the league, still in all the cup competitions. Currently winning the semi-final of the World Club Cup 1-0. As Shaw takes a throw to Dybala. Back to Matic. Into Ozil. Over across to Alexis Sanchez. Header back looking for Lukaku. It was a bit unorthodox. But Sanchez pounces on Pogba's header. 2-0. 2 for Alexis Sanchez. I'm pretty sure that will be game over. So on the replay. Dybala into Matic. Matic found Ozil. Ozil crossed it in. Sanchez headed it across to Lukaku. He actually got beaten in the air, I think. But then Pogba, it was a pretty rubbish header from Paul Pogba, in all honesty. And Sanchez made the most of it when the defender sort of just dilly-dallied a little bit. Dilly-dallied. That's such a good word. Dilly-dallied. So it's half time and we are 2-0 up thanks to 2 Alexis Sanchez goals. Very, very good performance so far. Passionately. I'm pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. We are absolutely dominating the stats. 13 shots to their 3. Yes, we've only had 6 on target, but to be honest, I don't really mind. We're 2 goals up as Sanchez puts it in. It falls to Dybala. Good save from Garza in net for Santos Laguna. And the Mexican team aren't really putting up too much of a fight. I mean, it looks like a sellout stadium, which is bizarre. I don't know how many people from both Manchester and, well, or from England and Mexico would travel to Abu Dhabi to watch the World Club Cup, but it seems to be quite a lot of people as Lukaku fires in. Ozil with the assist. We are rampant. We are brilliant. We're a lot better than Santos Laguna. So Dybala got the ball back, kept it in and ran down the byline, squared it, cut it back, no one was really there. Bailly recycled the possession, Alexis Sanchez, Ozil It was good. Very good play. Alexis Sanchez nods it down to Ozil. He squares it to Lukaku. 3-0. Wonderful stuff. We'll be back if there's any more highlights. We have a throw-in. Valencia takes it into Alexis Sanchez. He comes forward. This formation appears to be working very well with us. It is headed clear. Armenteros clears it even further. Looking for Cuero, who beats Chris Smalling. He's now running on goal. Cuero gets round by and, well, De Gea makes a good save and saves the embarrassment of both centre-backs there. I thought that was a little bit too easy for Cuero. But the Mexicans now get a corner. Rebello swings the ball in. It's won by Meza, but De Gea sweeps it up quite easily. Nothing to worry about. So with 20 minutes to go, we've made 3 subs. We brought Vazashko, Dimitri Mitchell and Goretzka on, resting Matic, Valencia and Luke Shaw for the second leg. No, the final, which it looks like we're getting to as Lukaku keeps that in play from Alexis Sanchez knockdown. Eric Bailly from close range finishes. Good work from Lukaku to keep that alive. And that's 4-0. And if we throw it away from here, I will wear my wife's sheep onesie on the next Man United video. Because I'm pretty confident we're going to win this game and get to the World Club Cup final. Not much else to say, really. Armenteros with a free kick to Rebello. Rebello just sort of, again, dilly-dallying with the ball. Dimitri Mitchell easily picks it up. Long ball forward looking for Ozil, who's been left in acres of space. He's got a runner inside him. Ozil comes forward, beats his man, crosses it in. Dybala can't get there, but Alexis does for the hat-trick. It's fired into the corner. The assist has been given to Pablo Dybala, which is quite an interesting thing to do because I don't think he intentionally passed it. But we'll watch the replay and see if we can make head or tail of it, as Ozil was just left in far too much space. So is Dybala in the middle. Ozil comes forward, pings it across. Dybala, yeah, he shot, it hit Romero, fell back to Alexis, and that gave him his hat-trick. 5-0 win. Job done. I guess I should say that makes the sheep onesie safe for another day. I shouldn't have mentioned the sheep onesie. That's going to come back to haunt me. Ball in. Dybala put it in. It's fallen to Bailly at the back post. Lukaku. Pogba's there. He gets in on the score sheet as well. 6-0. So Dybala fired in the corner. It was sort of really half cleared at the near post. Lukaku tees up Pogba. Shoots. A little deflection into the corner. 6-0 Man United. So we have another highlight. This will probably either be a goal or the end of the game highlight. As Ozil into Dybala. Dybala back to Ozil. Ozil's tackled well by Rodriguez and there's about 10-15 seconds left to go in the game as Lima has it. Or Lima. Rodriguez again into Lima. Up to Rebello. Rebello to Rojas. Rojas is blocked by Pogba, but no one's really that fussed to go and get the ball. That's the full-time whistle. We have absolutely smashed Santos Laguna and we make it in to the World Club Cup final, which we'll be back for in just a sec. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the result. Well done. Let's have a quick look at some stats and some results of the previous games, and we'll also find out who we're going to play in the final. We'll just let the assistant do this press conference. We'll look at this. Sanchez is on form. We'll just praise him just to keep morale up. You're superb in front of goal. Keep it going. If we look at the schedule then, I'm struggling to remember when we were last together. I think it was the Barcelona game when we won 4-1, I think it was. So, after that, Newcastle we won 2-0, Bournemouth we won 2-0, and Anderlecht we beat them 4-0. James Wilson getting a hat-trick, which was superb. We then followed that up with a Chelsea 4-0 win, where Lukaku came back into the team and got a hat-trick. Celtic, we lost 1-0 to Celtic. Lee Griffiths, my arch-nemesis, scoring a goal. We did quite drastically change the team as well. And then we followed that up with Southampton 2-1, and we've just beaten Santos Laguna in the Club World Cup semi-final. And we have the final coming up in 3 days' time. That'll be an interesting flight back and then a game against Burnley. Flight from Abu Dhabi to Manchester, and then 3 days later go to Burnley to play a game. But that will be, well, Burnley come to Old Trafford to play a game. But all in all, it's been going pretty well. As I said, if we have a quick look at the basic stats that we've got here, top appearance maker De Gea hasn't missed a game yet. Romelu Lukaku is leading the way with goals, 16. Sanchez is up there with 9. Pogba with 7. Wilson with 4. Dybala up there with 4 as well. And Martial on 3. If we look at assists though, Sanchez on 11 and Dybala with 8. He has been involved in 12 goals in 15 starts, which is incredible. And Alexis Sanchez has been involved in 20 goals in 20 starts, which again, both of them totally repaying the faith in me to bring them into the club. It's been really, really good. Average rating wise, highest average rate is Juan Mata, but he has only played two appearances and he scored 2 and assisted 1 in 1 game. But we are looking to sell Juan Mata because he's just not getting the game time. Tuanzebe in the 1 game he's played is doing very well. James Wilson is the same. But looking at the higher performers... sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing now, aren't I? Alexis Sanchez 7.66 in 20 games is incredible. Pogba and Dybala are doing very well as well. Dybala in the last 5 games in the league, look at that, an 8.10. That is incredible. Only outdone by Romelu Lukaku because he's scoring all the goals. But overall, again, if there's anything else you want to see, let me know down below and we'll go through it and see if we can find those players or those stats and have a look at what we want to do. But for now, we'll see you at the Club World Cup final. And we're back for the final, playing against Flamengo from Brazil. Keeping the same formation, exactly the same starting lineup. Nothing's changed. They line up with Everton Ribeiro, who used to be, I'm pretty sure, a wonder kid back in the day, for Flamengo, playing behind the striker, who is Guerreiro. Giovanni on the left, Barreri on the right, William Cuella in the middle. Andre Luiz, who's their only regen in the team, who, yeah, does look pretty good. We'll give him a scout, actually. See if we can get a young Brazilian in. And I've not really heard, Rodolfo I've heard of, but no one else. If you have, let me know down below. Let me know where you heard them in previously, because I don't really recognise any names apart from Everton Ribeiro and Rodolfo, really. So the game gets underway. They're playing in a nice blue kit, which is definitely against our red. So we want the Red Devils to come out on top of this one, as Luke Shaw makes a good tackle to get the game started. And yeah, same as usual. We'll be back with any highlights. Oh, there's a highlight straight away. Ribeiro on the edge to Guerreiro. Back to Ribeiro. Cross in. Rodolfo with a header. It's looped over De Gea. And annoyingly, one of the 2 players I know in their team, one has assisted the other. That is incredibly frustrating to happen. As Rodolfo gets the header, and it was Everton Ribeiro with the free kick. It was taken short to Guarnio. Guarnio laid it back to Ribeiro, ball in, and Rodolfo loops a header over De Gea, who probably should do better. But we find ourselves 1-0 down in the Club World Cup Championship final. 25 minutes gone and we're still no other highlights. We're not getting... Oh, well, we have a highlight now. Every time I say that, there's a bloody highlight. As Alexis Sanchez picks the ball up, gets to the byline, swings across in towards the back post. Ozil squares it. Lukaku, what a save from Alex Mahulera in goal for Flamengo. And I am very much butchering a lot of names today. I know that. Ozil, it hits Sanchez. Pogba retrieves it, looks for a cheeky back heel, but it's intercepted by Cuella. Andre Luiz then has some time just to, what I imagine would be, would clear it. But we're back down the other end. Luke Shaw, Dybala, back to Shaw, back to Dybala, into Ozil's feet. He's tackled, Dybala picks up. Pogba's there, lays it off. Sanchez shoots, bottom corner, 1-1. Thank God for that, because we've been absolutely pummeling them. We've had 10 shots, they've had 1. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal, and that was Rodolfo's header. So we deserve that goal, as Dybala and Shaw basically just worked it out with an extra man there into Ozil, who was tackled. Dybala reacted quickest. Pogba lays it off unselfishly to Sanchez, whose shot is deflected and it goes in. And it seems like every shot we have at the moment is deflected into a goal. And I'm not complaining, to be honest. So we get into half-time at 1-1, which is a little bit disappointing. We're going to make 1 sub. Valencia's going to be replaced by Velasco. That's the only change we're going to do. We're actually going to let the assistant do it because he can fire them up in this sort of scenario. We've put on work the ball into the box because I don't think our, crosses and shot from distance weren't really working. Everyone's doing okay. The back 4 are really the only people that are in danger of being subbed off at the moment. Might try and get Dimitri Mitchell on for another run around again. Luke Shaw in the league hasn't been playing brilliantly. It's left back's a position I might look to invest in a new player. And if you've seen some of the conversation in the comments, it could be quite obvious who that player is that I'm going to go for. As Dybala's robbed by Guveno. Everton Ribeiro comes forward. I was just mixing up the names Rodolfo and Everton Ribeiro there and called him Everton Rodolfo, which definitely isn't his name. As De Gea picks the ball up. Just taking his time here, David De Gea. Nothing wrong with slowing the play down a little bit as he gets it long, kicks it, looking for Lukaku, who's given time to bring it down, but Rodolfo tackles him well and then passes it on. Ribeiro comes forward again, finds Guerreiro. Guerreiro's held up well by Smalling. Long clearance, and Lukaku's going to get on the end of it. He's through 1-on-1, and Alex Morala saves, but Lukaku does get on the rebound, avoids the tackle. Pogba holds the ball, looking for the overlap, and it was a poor pass looking for it, to be honest, from Paul Pogba, but Lukaku really should do better, and his rating has absolutely tumbled after that miss. So we're going to give Dolberg a run up front as a complete forward. I think we'll leave it there. Actually, we'll bring on Dimitri Mitchell as well. I'm not too sure how many subs we can even use in this competition, but we'll bring Dimitri Mitchell on as well, give him some more game time. In the league, I've been starting Dimitri Mitchell ahead of Luke Shaw because, as I said, Luke Shaw has not been playing that well when he's been given the opportunities. Dybala with a free kick, swings it in, looking for Smalling, heads it just past the post Very unlucky. We've got a little notification saying Pogba's picked up a knee injury. If we can make another change, we will. We can't. Pogba, you're staying on. It's only a bruised knee. You'll be totally fine, mate. Don't you worry about it. We'll get you back to Manchester. Bit of ice on it. What is it? Rice? Rest? Ice? Compression? Elevation? Something like that. Just basically, Paul, get your leg in the air and put some ice on it. Simple. Another free kick. Dybala to take it. Swings it into the box looking for Dolberg. But it's headed clear and then no one's getting on the end of it. Berrio comes forward. Lays it back to Cuello. It's an interesting pass. William Arroyo finds Berrio. Berrio to Canteras. Ball through, looking for Waithon. Waithon is tackled by Smalling. I was about to say fouled. It looked like it was going to be a foul. And Mitchell clears it up. Dybala the ball forward. Dolberg's in behind. He loves these one-on-one situations. He missed. Quite badly. Now it becomes a problem because we're about to go to injury time. Or extra time, I should say. And Paul Pogba is on 37%. Now, do we get a sub now that we're into extra time? Yes, we do. We get a fourth sub. So, Leon Goretzka comes on. Well done, FIFA, for making that a thing. That's very clever, similar to the FA Cup nowadays. Assertively, it's time for everyone to dig deep. We deserve to win this match. Let's go and do it. So, world-class midfielder for world-class midfielder. Goretzka on for Pogba. Hopefully that will give us a little bit of rejuvenation that we need in the middle. I might even look to be honest, people are getting tired, but I might look to up the tempo a little bit. We don't necessarily need to close people down. Stop working the ball into the box. Let's get in there and have them. Do them over. That's what we need to do. We're just going to switch that back down to balance as well because they're playing quite a wide formation, so we don't necessarily need to play wide as well. As they bring on Cadao, who's a midfielder, on for Rodolfo, which is interesting. He got their goal, so he's probably one of their highest rated players. As Welton heads it down, looking for Berrio. Berrio to Cuella, or Cuella. Canteros' pass is intercepted well by Bay. Bay to Dybala, up to Dolberg. He's got not that much support, but he comes forward. Back to Goretzka. Goretzka, long ball out to the right-hand side to Alexis Sanchez. Cross in. Dolberg's there, saved, and he couldn't jump on the rebound. And it's now come out to Dimitri Mitchell. And clearly nothing happened when it got to him. Dybala with the corner, crosses it in. Dolberg with the header. Eric Bailly cleared off the line. More hit him, I think, than cleared. Eric Bailly sort of hit him. I can already predict that we're going to lose this on penalties, by the way. Already predict it. As we get to half-time and extra time, no other changes to be made. Start the second half of extra time. We really need to get out there and win this game. What else can we mix up here? We're on fluid. Let's keep a slightly higher line. Put them under a bit more pressure. And see if we can just play it. I mean, play it more in their half. Look at these stats. We're absolutely smashing them in terms of stats and stuff. Let's go on to attacking and try and look for that goal. Dybala, free kick. Save. What a save that is. Got down very well. Goretzka cuts it back to Matic and it's gone in. I think it was... Well, hang on. Alexis Sanchez is celebrating. I'm not too sure how that happened. It looked like Matic had just volleyed it in. So let's have a look at it. Dybala... I mean, that's a fantastic save from the goalkeeper from Dybala's free kick. Goretzka cuts it back. Matic shoots. Oh, look at that. Deflected again. Deflects right into the path of Alexis Sanchez. He gets his second of the game. And I know I've only just changed to attacking, but we're going to keep it that way because let's go and score more goals. That'll be fun, scoring goals. Or let's see nothing happen until Eric Bailly has just been sent off and we have no idea why. Football Manager, stop doing this. Why has he been sent off? Matic can drop back. Mesut Ozil can come in here. Mesut Ozil can come in here. There we go. And, yeah. Brilliant. Down to 10 men. It should always be a highlight when someone gets sent off, really. It's a pretty key part of a game. As here they come forward. Cadeo, Mitchell intercepts it very well. Clears. That should be the end of the game. But we're on a bit of an attack here. Alexis Sanchez, forward looking for Ozil, who... understandably this time doesn't put the effort in to chase that ball, but Dolberg is, well, he's tackled very well and it will be a corner. We should now waste a bit of time here as we get ready for the corner. With 7 seconds to go, this will be the last game or play of the game. Cuesta heads it clear. There's the full-time whistle. We get another trophy in the cabinet. Man United are the Club World Cup champions. There they are, celebrating away. Again, I'm there still in my ridiculously purple suit. David De Gea holds the trophy high, even though Pogba was the captain and played today. Maybe he's nursing his bruised knee. He's resting it and elevating it, as I told him that he should do. But passionately, well done. Enjoy the success. Let's leave the match there. And I think we'll leave the episode there as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure to have you here. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new, why not subscribe? And there'll be more Football Manager content every single day. And if that's not enough, you can follow me on Twitter with the stuff. There's all this information down below. Follow me on Twitter if you want, at CulturedF. I'm on Twitch occasionally, although I've been pretty rubbish at streaming recently. Cultured_left_foot. And if you so want to, you can donate anything to help maintain the channel, buy me new equipment, things like that. Any donations are more than welcome at the Patreon link that's the last one in these three. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back sometime in the January transfer window. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.